Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Unlicensed the Archives, where I look at old advice columns written by women to women and examine how absolutely insane they are. My name is Jill. I am the host of Unlicensed, the digital advice podcast for women, by women, from women. Let's dive into the advice from this. Dear Amy, every fall, my sister, cousins, and a cousin sister-in-law have a weekend shopping excursion in our home city. Girls trips, if that's with family or your friends, are so necessary, especially when you have a partner.
I just want the best for you, and I think that you deserve the world.
I have a sister, Wendy, whom we did not invite. She is offended to the point of tears when she finds out we have not invited her. Wendy hasn't been as close to this set of cousins as my sister and I have been through the years. That's pretty to exclude one of your siblings from your girls' trip.
This is personal.
And yes, I say that where there's some family members that you need to have that cutoff and you need to have time away from them. But this just seems like she's being kind of a mean girl, honestly. There are several reasons we did not include her. We know she doesn't have very much money for such an outing.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
She also does not have many of the same interests as we do. You can still invite someone somewhere, especially if you're just shopping, where she can make that choice if that's something she can afford or not. You're just being mean and you don't want her to be there for whatever sibling rivalry y'all have. Whatever sister, twitches, instigation shit you got going on. She also does not have many of the same interests as we do. We're all very active churchgoers, while she only sporadically attends services.
I'm drunk now.
I don't really understand people, especially as we get older, that still have that mindset of just not inviting you. It's giving peaked in high school. It's giving mean girl in high school, and you're still living in that world. She even came over to my home unannounced crying about it, which upset my children and caused my husband to threaten to call the police. This woman who wrote in is just playing the victim and is like, Frank, she's causing issues. And the woman's like, I'm literally sitting just telling you that I feel excluded. Now she barely speaks to me and has told our relatives that I am a horrible person, even though I've helped her. If you have mutual family members, I'm okay with being like, I don't really fuck with, pretend this woman's name is Colleen. I don't really fuck with Colleen because Colleen's a mean girl, excluded, and threatened to call the police on me when I told her I felt that way. Y'all want to go on the next trip with Colleen? You trying to go to Cabo with Colleen? You trying to go to Cabo with Colleen? Don't do the all-inclusive resort. How can we get her to understand that she should perhaps find another set of friends whose lives and interests align more closely with hers? I think it's very important to have common interests with friends or people that you're dating, but I think personal growth is being friends with people that see life a little differently than you and have different interests and hobbies. Amy responded and she said, "Dear sad sister," because this bitch is playing the victim. "First, let's establish that I agree with your sister. You are a let's go." The woman was like, yeah, you actually do suck. If you're looking for a little pity party, not here. Is not going to be in this advice column.
That sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
Obviously, you can do whatever you want and associate with or exclude whomever you want, but you don't get to do this and also blame the person you are excluding for not fitting in. You don't get to be mad at her for not fitting in. That is her choice to decide at the end of the day if she wants to be around you guys. And after this experience, she probably was like, I don't never need to fuck with Colleen again.
I don't want to hang with you. I don't want to get drunk with you.
The only way your sister would ever fit in would be for you to make room for her. You are unwilling to do that, and that is your choice. It is so important to create space for people. I don't think there is a worse feeling if you were in a room or in a space where you feel like you are not wanted, especially in friendships. And having the quality of wanting to make someone feel comfortable and creating space for them so they can shine their bright light in that room with you is so dope.
Your type of person you are, man, I'm telling you, dog. We take over the world together.
Her being upset is completely justified, and you'll just have to live with that. Perhaps that is something you could ponder from your church pew. Let's go. You want to bring religion in and be like, oh, we're good churchgoers, but you're acting like one of Satan's angels, you churchgoer. You're not acting like a good Christian. Amen. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been one of my favorite ones. If you guys want to be featured on my Unlicensed podcast, get your story featured, and have some advice from one or more female guests in the industry, head to my website, www.unlicenssedpodcast.com, or my Instagram @unlicenssedadvice.